we're back with some more Clean Slate, and where were we here? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we're gonna go right into this this dungeon, which is the same thing as the other one, except for swampy water and this this fog effect I was messing around with. You know, this effects like these became pretty routine, you know, in the RPG Maker XP era. But for these older projects, I didn't really know much about it, so I'm just kind of experimenting here with that fog. But I can't get a good look at it because there's so many friggin' encounters, like usual. Alright, so we're gonna go down here, and oh yeah, this armor's important because Arius recognizes it as you know, for a galleon scout. And then he has a very quick flashback here where Lysander is, I guess, training some new recruits. And so now this is you know, kind of a turning point, because they are now officially within you know, Gallia territory, like the Empire's borders. You know, the Empire's always trying to expand their borders, and this is pretty much as far as they've gotten. So from here on out, we're gonna have to be you know, dealing with them. Whereas in the earlier towns and areas that we were wandering around, they didn't have much of a presence. It was just something that we heard about. So now we're right. I got all this other stuff I gotta equip here. And I think I got some more stuff too, but I'll do that in a little bit. Oh, nothing there. And let's see. Should I do it? Yeah, I'll do it. I don't know if that was worth it. But I do have a lot of these little buffs, so I should might as well get them all out of the way here. Okay. And then, okay, this is a little dull, but we're about to get a little amusing sequence at the end of this, I think. This dungeon's not completely aimless. Okay, so yeah, we'll go up here. Yeah, that's right, there's some Galleon scouts. Oh, sorry. I was up late last night watching stupid debate coverage that was sucky anyway. But, so these scouts, they're obviously not very seasoned warriors. And so now they're coming up with a plan to sort of fool them. But Arius wants to pretend to be Lysander. And for a while it looks like it's going to work. But, there's a twist here, a minor twist. And, you know, one of these soldiers remembers that they actually met the real Lysander, you know, a little while before this. And that Lysander told him that, you know, an imposter would come through and he would have a Minotaur with him. Which is very thorough. Terrence is like, oh shit. And then this guy's just kind of like blown away by the similarity between the two of them. He's not even, you know, attacking or anything. And so we're gonna fight these nubs, and they'll go on pretty quick. Let's do this. They stood for that. Oh no, that guy didn't. And now these, yeah, this should finish them off. So now Turnus is gonna come up with a kind of an epic prank here to deal with these guys. He's basically ordering them around as a condition of their surrender or something, and he's going to send them to Boreal. I'm hoping that Dasani can reverse brainwash them, and to make them comply, he's going to tell them that Galdar has all these magical powers, and Galdar will stalk them in the night. And since they don't know anything about Minotaurs, they'll buy it, because, you know, the only thing they hear about the other races is that, you know, they should all get killed. So, you know, it's kind of a way to take advantage of the ignorance of, you know, of the Galleons. Which, come to think of it, is what presidential debates do. Isn't that kind of funny? Funny coincidence about that. But, so now Turnus is, you know, sweetening the deal here and telling one of them that he has to say hi to Lily for him, and Arius is trying to pump them from information, but they don't have much to say. He's just, Lysander's just on his way with some troops. And actually, Lysander's going to start amassing a little posse of Gallian officials that he meets. That's a good line. Galar said, "You must be really counting on their idiocy, Turnus." Alright, so we meet this guy. He's a dwarf living alone in this hut here. And it looked like, they were within minutes of, watching this guy get killed by Gallians, since they were about to go into the house. And so now they're going to have some shelter here. And this guy's got a lot to say. He kind of gives you some lore about the dwarven race and some of the more recent stuff that the Gallian Empire has been doing. There was one major dwarven area that we're gonna see a few hours later. It won't be for a while. And now it's a huge Gallian base. They just built this giant base over where those, that used to be. And we'll have to get through there. But that's a while off, like I said. And so, man, I'm sorry about this. I'm so, tired out, but I will continue. And, so, he's appreciative of the way that Arius and the others drove off the guards, and instead of killing them. Because, it was one of those things that I kept running into doing this. I mean, people are people, even if, they work for an empire that's evil, or with evil ideology. And so, you always have to kind of consider that. It's not necessarily one of those things, it's not like an action movie where they're just mowing down Gallians. Although there are some scenes where they do, later on, where they do get through a lot of them. So maybe I shouldn't speak too soon, but, I tried to kind of reinforce the humanity of all the characters, every so often. And so this guy just dropped the bomb that, Rutul has probably been compromised by Gallians. That's Turnus' hometown. What am I supposed to be doing here? I think I'm supposed to go to bed soon, but the bed didn't do anything. I'm going to go up here and get that chest. Something important happens here later. Alright, so we got that, but that's... I gotta figure this out. I thought I was supposed to interact with the bed, and then I would go to sleep. Let's try it again. Maybe is the thing broken? Do I have to, No, that's not it. What the hell? Oh! I had to talk to him. I need his permission to go to bed. Okay, so now we're gonna have another dream here. And this one's very important. I mean, there's a lot of these Lysander dreams that Arius has, but this one is, pretty key. And he's talking to Erva, who, if you played Master of the Wind, you remember Erva as a very feeble old woman who was on her deathbed. But now, of course, in this flashback, she's younger, more vital. She hasn't given birth to Carrie yet, her daughter. And this is during her sort of reluctant psychic period of her life, where her psychic powers were so advanced that she was afraid of, what she could do with them. She didn't like using them, or at least telling people the kind of stuff that she would see. But Lysander and her were very close, so she basically made exceptions for him. And she had a vision of two Lysanders, one killing the other. Which, if you play the game at this point, it's obvious what that means. But Lysander's hearing this way before Arius, was created, before he lost his memory. So it's just bizarre. It's like a weird dream or something. He's thinking it's some kind of symbolism, but it's quite literal. So it's a bizarre thing. But Lysander's trying to make sense of it and leave, and he's going to bump into his sister, who he really is just awful to. She's trying to reach out to him again because of what happened to their parents. You remember from 1 or 2 videos ago, where the parents got killed when a tree fell in their house. It's so weird. But Lysander's just not really, you know, he's not going to open up about his feelings. And but you know, Molly is kind of strident in her anti-Gallian viewpoints. I mean, I imagine they have some pretty colorful Thanksgiving dinners if they celebrate that holiday. So you know, she can't resist like making these digs at Gallia, so that's not going to help her reach him really. And you know, it just gets worse and worse. And then yeah, get out of my way. Oh, he hit her? Oh shit, I didn't remember that. Ugh. You gotta be a real asshole to hit your sister. I don't care how much she pisses you off. That's awful. So I'm sure that just ripped Arius' heart out, because he'd, you know, just like to meet her. And now I'm in control of Nova, and we're gonna... Oh, okay. Guy woke up to tell me about his sheep, whatever. And we are going to find Arius and see what he's up to this time. Alright, we'll see that next time. Peace.